Well, a very happy new year, SimScotters. Welcome to another SimScott 185 live broadcast, and this is our first one of 2026. That is absolutely nuts. Welcome to a new year, everyone, and sort of a new airplane we're going to fly today. This is the updated E-Jets. The Embraer 190 now has Vnav as part of its autopilot, which makes things a lot easier. We're going to take it on a flight from Innsbruck in Austria. You'll see it's very mountainous, into London City back in the UK, and we'll get to give a bit of an example of a steep approach, which is some of the functionality that we have within the aeroplane. So you are more than welcome. Someone seems to have parked on the same spot as us. How rude. You can see their nose. Hopefully they will move. I will not freak out about it though. It's fine. Yeah, I hope everyone's good. Hope everyone had a really good Christmas, New Year, festive period, whatever you celebrate. Hopefully you had some time with your family as well, and that is what that period is for. We got chase plane set up in here as well, so got the views all lined up. It's all very quiet on the flight deck. So, first things first. Let's go to the iPad, and what you want to do is first of all get your ground power unit, click on that. There is GSX integration, but a little easier just to do it this way. And we'll open up some doors and cargo as well by clicking on these little spots. And you'll see outside, door starts to open, cargo starts to open. So far, so good, everyone. So far, so good. Anyway, yeah, I hope everyone had a really good Christmas. I was back with the family. It was cool. It was really good fun. So, import SimBrief flight plan. I've already got SimBrief set up in here. I'll put a little link in the chat. There is a guide that's not what you meant to do. Click that there. There is a guide on the FSS website that tells you everything you need to know about setting up the documentation, how to set up in the flight computer, etc. But we might get a little chance just to run through that. So once you've tick that box which came up here, you can then tick this box, and this gives you the flight time, when we're going to arrive, etc. So it's about a 2-hour flight that we're going on. Has the routing all installed. So pilot command is SimScott 185. Second command Arini, and we've got the flight attendant Dwi, Lin, all very good BA City Flyer names. Really quick, easy way to set things up is, if you want to load, you can do real time, which is 15 minutes, or you can just do instant. We'll do instant at the moment. That brings the fuel and everything in, which we'll have a look at when we get the plane turned on. So, first of all, let's go to the overhead, and you'll see the GPUs available because we've attached it. We'll do battery 1, battery 2, GPU. You'll get an alarm straight away. Kind of annoying. Flashing here, emergency light not armed. To clear that, just pass your signs, arm the emergency lights. On your nav and your logo, and that's pretty much it for the moment. We won't do the seatbelt signs, etc. Until everyone's on board. Pretty simple overhead panel. You've got sort of your electric power, which you don't need to touch. Got your GPU. Don't need to do anything with your DC power apart from turn the battery on. These are the lights, and you can test, obviously, the lights. Fuel is all set to auto, and it does its thing. Passenger signs are here, and you've got that armed. This is the APU, which will turn on. Got windshield wipers, external lights, hydraulic pumps. You'll see electric pump A is off at the moment. It'll come on when we turn the engines on. Pressurization, nothing to do again, keep it in auto. Windshield and ice heating. We can put on the windshield heating. The ice protection, I think, is auto, so it will turn on when it needs to. And then there's a bit around air conditioning, which again, you don't really need to touch. So it's quite a simple flight model to run through from that side of things. If we come down to here, now this, who's watching? I was watching London Controllers Twitch stream. This is a bit of a relic in terms of how, if you've flown Boeing Airbuses, it's not quite at the same level in terms of detail and sophistication. That is fine. We'll work with it. So Don't worry about this radio page because at the moment we've got it set up on the second flight computer. Flight computer, it's like a Game Boy this. If you want to, let's see if I can do this quickly. If you go to your nav page, go to data link, address, flight plan. You can then up here put in your SimScope. I think it's your user ID. It's one of them. You see, it's your username that goes in there. That allows you then when you go to this page, route, to then click send, and it brings in the flight plan automatically, which is great. Activate. I haven't actually set anything up, so this is all kind of a little bit. Oh, that's rude. A little bit off the hoof. So we're up to 40,000 feet today. In terms of our departure, you'll see it's low E, so that's Innsbruck, runway 26. So what we can do is hit departure, runway 26, and it's the Mogdi 3 hotel. Apply that, done. You then get the option for the arrival. So London City. Now London City is slightly different to some of the airports you may have flown into. It's got a really steep approach, which is why we use the steep approach functionality. But yeah, let's unload the test flight import from SimBrief. This one. Lovely. So, when you come into London City, you get initially fed into certain waypoints. So you'll see this is Godlu, and that's based on the Sovat 1 Charlie arrival, which you can see here. Now, there are transitions that are used to get you to the runway. Technical term. So I'll show you that. So I've just taken it from here, the Lavno 1 Golf and 1 Juliet. Now, the reason I noticed that is it starts from Godlu. Basically what it does, it takes you across the east coast of the UK, and it's a way of sort of cycling you in here, and then you come in here, follow all the way to Lavno, and then there's London City. So, what gets a bit confusing with this is the runway is easy, 27 iOS, but then it comes up with a transition straight away. So we want the Lavno 1 Golf, which is the transition, and then we want to get our arrival, which is this one, the Sova 1 Charlie. Do that, perfect. It's all sorted for you. So it's just a little bit of a gotcha, but it's not too bad. In terms of performance in it, again, click this. It's actually not too late, excuse me. Request boarding. I've also found with GSX you have to sort of do it twice sometimes. Boarding requested. There we go. We'll send the request. That just populates everything from that side of things. And that comes in from your SimBrief. Flight plan. So, all pretty simple. Even gives you your takeoff speeds. So, you want to try those. Pitch is 1.4 up, and it's already 1.4 up here. We can have a little look. KLM's pushing back, so it's quite busy at Innsbruck at this time of year. Mainly because streamers like me want to show you some mountains. Go to chase point mode. We're quite loud. You see GSX is bringing the stairs up now, and it's just turned down the simulator a little bit. You can see all these planes waiting to get out of here. We're going to be on VATSIM, but like Saturday afternoon, it may not be that busy. It's usually pretty quick for the passengers to jump on board this airplane. It's not super large. Is that the right term? It's not super big as an airplane, but it's very versatile. Other things you may want to do while you're in here, which are not that intuitive unless you've flown it. Hey, a light speed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you had having a good Saturday. Welcome to the stream. So, things that are not super intuitive in this airplane. If you want to see a plan of your route, like you might do in a Boeing or an Airbus, click on plan, do waypoint centered, and then even then, oh, Alex, just moonlighting into your other account. So even then, you want to zoom in, use this little knob here. It will zoom in. If you want to go through the different waypoints, click on this middle button first, there, and then that will allow you to go through them. Look at that, educational. Your old channel. You've got so many channels, Alex. What are you doing? Did you have a good Christmas and New Year? Anyway, this lets you go through all of the flight plan. And zoom out a little bit. Let's just get... there we go. And you'll see, as we come towards City Airport, that's Godlu there. And then you can see the waypoints that we just looked at in terms of how we approach City itself. Though sometimes, oh, it's because I'm using the wrong switch, isn't it? See, it's difficult, this airplane, guys. It's very difficult. But you can see we go into Godlu. You can zoom in a little bit there, and that's the curve before coming into London City. So we know it works, which is good. But something, if you're not sure about, it can be a little bit. And then you need to go back to aircraft centered. Go to map, TCAS, and we'll do weather as we get out of here. Other things, what else you need to know about this? Well, let's have a look at the departure. I think it should be a fairly simple departure. We're basically going off the runway, straight out, and up through the valley, and then we move out to Mogti. Need to climb quite quickly. Obviously, there's some speed restrictions in there, so the 210 is in there. 210, got to be above 4,000, got to be above flight level 780. 8400. So again, the Vnav is bringing it in, which is really good. It's a little bit, you know, hit and miss. Again, there's certain gotchas, like if you press direct to, it tends to go to the old waypoint and then goes to the old waypoint and then tries to go from the old waypoint rather than going directly. But we'll try and show that while we're up in the air. Yeah, Alex, thanks. It was really good. I was up in Scotland. It was cold, but yeah. It didn't snow, which was disappointing, but I think it has since I've left. But yeah, really good time in Scotland. Had a really nice time up there. Bit of time off work, which is always good. But yeah, no, really good, thank you. Really good. So, what's going on in here? So, passengers are on board, and you can see it's just the bags now that are coming in. So what we can do is just where SimScott has to remember all the checklists that he should go through. So, sim brief dispatch. We're up to 40,000 feet, so out select, you'll see it up here. Just put that up to 40,000. It'll respect the constraints as we go up. Let me just get this. Oh, really, Alex? Nice. Heard it's pretty painful though for people sometimes, isn't it? It's always good when you don't have anywhere to go with the snow, but otherwise, not great. Anyway, it's 1005 is the QNH, 1 degree -5. It's not very much going on in the weather here, it's pretty relaxed. The other thing we'll do is turn on the APU, so you just click it around to start, it'll flick back to on, like that. And you won't be able to hear it because it's so loud out here. Oh, it's chaos at Innsbruck as usual. What we'll also do is just tune our transponder, so we're obviously not being controlled at the moment, and there's no one online, so we'll go to 2,000, not 5,000. Come on, SimScott. 2,000. And you've got standby TRA like that, and we'll go to 122.8, which is Unicom. Like so. That should work. Oh, they shut down, Alex. Oh, at the end of the world.
Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 10 X-ray, starting pushback after the aircraft passing behind onto Alpha facing east, Innsbruck traffic.
You can hear people trying to self-vector themselves around Innsbruck. So, most people will go back onto Alpha, I suspect. Have a little look at Jeff. Is there... Oh, the VFR airdrome chart. Like it. I'm presuming that's Alpha there.
Central traffic, you're in 76 kilo, located around Manchester.
So, it's busy. That's all you need to know, guys. It's busy. But that's fine. Other things you need to know that you can do before
friend 108,
you take off is... and let me know about sounds if they're alright. Down here, this toga button, watch up here everyone. When you click it, it arms everything in terms of takeoff. We'll do the auto once we start the engines as well. Which is cool. Last bags are coming on. Let's have a little look around. There's Transavia.
Entry traffic up 555, landing over 26.
Crumbs, it's quite the traffic jam here. Innsbruck. Yeah, there's loads going on. Yeah, nice one, Alex. Was that the first time you tried it? That was the little bing bong to let us know that we're all on board. So once we push back, what we want to do is, first of all, close that door, that door, that door, and that door just by clicking on them. And you'll see they'll change colour, but you can also go outside and verify it. Like so. But once they're in, you see they'll change. Get the clunk from it. We also know that the APU is up and running. It's 100% here. At 300 degrees, is that a thing? Oh. Ah, nice one, Alex. It's good to try it. It's a good time of year because it's fairly quiet, apart from in Innsbruck, where I seem to have chosen the busiest airport on Vatsim. We can disconnect the GPU because the APU is online. See up there, it becomes available and then it goes away, which is cool. Turn seatbelt signs. Yeah, Alex, that happens, right? You can only you can only apologise if it happens, and then if you need to, you can log off, right? It's not the end of the world. It's how we learn, usually by making mistakes, unfortunately. So everyone's on board. Pretend they're there. We'll close that. Lovely. A simulator this is, guys. Now, there's definitely a few things in this that I've noticed. It does stutter, and I don't know if it's my setup, but I don't get it with any other aircraft, so we'll see as we go along you'll get a few stutters, so I apologise for that, for your viewing pleasure, everyone, but it's just part of what it is, unfortunately. Is what it is. Alright, we've done that. We'll do RTO here. Did look at performance, didn't we? Ooh, let me at that, please. Take off performance. So flaps 1.4. Go. Now, let's see what's happening behind us. Beautiful. Massive queue, people. We'll get ourselves out of here. Don't want any de-icing. Here they come. Put on the old beacon, which was, in case you want to know, the red beacon, which is the big flashy one.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Due to icing conditions, please stand
How's it sound, Alex? Okay?
Until push is completed and brakes are set.
Entry traffic's up 553, vacating the last taxi, okay.
Let me know if feed pilot needs a little bit of turning up or not.
Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 10 X-ray, starting taxi at holding from Bravo, runway 16, Innsbruck traffic.
Traffic to friend 108, so final runway 16.
Bypass pin inserted.
It's up 553 for vacated.
Nice one. Thanks, Alex. Here comes the tow truck. Just want to see how much space we're going to have. Because there isn't much room for anyone to park.
Innsbruck traffic, Tomjet 8, hotel, pushing back to stand 6.
I don't even know what stand we're on. Crumbs. Hold on. See what's going on here. Want our nose to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Maybe there's just like nothing. How do people know how to park here? Rums. Nope. We are where we are, right? Also, my chase plane seems to dip its nose at this point, and it does it on the wings too. Look, everyone's a bit out of. Ooh. So we will.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
So we'll push back and get ourselves into the queue.
Hands up 553, holding short of the aircraft.
We'll just start without that warning about the icing. I think it's fine to. Yep. See the ignition.
Traffic X-ray and 108 runway 26 80.
Innsbruck traffic, Lufthansa 1 uniform X, right 12 miles, localizer Metro 6.
Here's the TUI. Look at this, guys. This is what VATSIM's all about.
Please set parking brakes.
That looked like a sudden shift. Nope, so that's that one started. Do engine number 2. To the KLM, taking off. I think. Or landing. Who knows? Right. Absolute chaos out here. Right, so that's our hydraulic low pump, which is this one. We can do nose and side taxi lights.
Left is clear, right is clear.
That's that engine coming online.
Innsbruck traffic, Austrian 10 X-ray, behind the landing Lufthansa, line up a backtrack runway 26 behind Innsbruck traffic.
Innsbruck traffic.
Innsbruck traffic, target 8 hotel, taxiing Bravo 1.
Doo-doo-doo. There's our man. He's off. So we can kind of get out of everyone's way now. Innsbruck traffic, flyer 185, taxiing Bravo 1 in turn behind the Tomjet, Innsbruck traffic. There we go. So I said we can put the auto throttle on, which arms take off, and then we're good to go. There is a takeoff config button here. It doesn't really do anything.
Innsbruck traffic, Lufthansa 1 5 miles, Metro 6.
APU. Here we go. Oh, we're being chased. Oh, zoom out the way. Yeah, it's good, isn't it, the Eurowings one? Love how it reflects as well. There is this panel, so I've flown this plane at night in a test sector, and this white panel lights everything up, and I don't quite know how to turn it off, so any hints and tips, let me know. So we are number 4 for takeoff. It's like being at Heathrow. Not very good on the old brakes on my new joystick that I've got. Look at that though. What a plane. What a plane. Join the back of the queue.
It's perfect Lufthansa 1 in from X-ray, 1.7 miles, runway 26.
Everyone's waiting for this KLM to come in. Then after that, ooh, is that it? Yeah, it is. Oh no, there's someone else. Is that right, Alex? What were you flying yesterday? What was the airplane you took out for a cheeky spin? Guess we're all just waiting. Here's the Lufthansa coming to land. Oh yeah, cool. Was that on X-Plane, Alex?
X-ray, line up a backtrack runway 26, Innsbruck traffic.
Yeah, nice one. How are you finding it? Great little simulator, isn't it? Okay, we'll do the shuffle forward here. Love chase plane. This thing's awesome. Definitely sniffing this APU. So, there's a little bit of a backtrack. We'll turn right on the runway. Circle around. And we'll be golden. Sure, there's something I've forgotten, guys. But I'm loving the E-Jets. Like, I fly into... I've flown into them using London City in real life as well. And it's very cool as a... as an aeroplane. Oh, look at all that terrain. But yeah, it's such a versatile little jet. Now, if you don't put the parking brake on, which I haven't, and I've not got my foot on the brakes, you can see we're still rolling forward. So it's always good just to put the parking brake on when waiting in traffic, like today. So yeah, great little stream for 2026. We've got the mountains around us. The TUI. Yeah, Alex. I think at night.
Traffic, Lufthansa 1 is runway 26 is vacated.
Nice. I think X-Plane 12 at night looks stunning. And in the rain, the reflections and things like that. I think it is ahead of flights in 2024. But then, I think the ground, like if you were to come here in X-Plane 12, this is the bit that you wouldn't get. Which is fine, if you're, to be fair, for IFR flying. Doesn't really matter,
Innsbruck
right?
traffic, Austrian 10 X-ray, takeoff runway 26, Innsbruck traffic.
Cool, so that's the Austrian underway.
Traffic transfer Van Romeo, landing of and backtrack runway 26 behind departing Austrian.
The Austrian? Yeah. Always feels weird changing a year, doesn't it? Get the parking brake off, we'll just roll up gently. Now, I can't imagine when we get to London we'll have too much air traffic control, but we'll see. City isn't that well used. I say that well used? It's not used a lot on VATSIM. It's quite a tricky airport, and you can only really land in this or something a bit smaller. I've done it in the Longitude. This is quite exciting to land because it's basically like a controlled crash, given the given the speed and the angle that you have to go in at. Bit violent on the old brakes there. Someone else, oh, that's the Lufthansa that was arriving behind us. You can see Transavia doing its little turn. Bit of cloud coming in now. So we're taking off in that direction. We're basically going to follow that valley all the way up.
Så trafik Transavia, de har taking off from the 6.
It goes to Transavia. Now there is... Oh. Now there was... Oh no, there is. An aircraft. But it's quite far out. Just see that little Tomjet just to shuffle forward? If you can.
Traffic Tomjet 8 Hotel lining up runway 26.
There we go.
Traffic Tomjet 8 Hotel backtracking runway 26.
Oh, this is Bravo where we'll hold. So, we'll go next once the Tomjet has done his thing. And although we're in B8, our call sign today is Flyer because we're doing City Flyer, which is the London City subsidiary.
Push us start.
Super traffic Tomjet 8 Hotel, taking off runway 26.
And normally if RTC were here, they'd tell us to line up after the departing 737. There he goes. Once he goes past this threshold, we're good to line up. There we go. Speed traffic, Flyer 185, backtracking runway 26. Look at this, it's great. This is what it's all about on VATSIM. Ryanair pushing back as well. There goes the Tomjet in the distance. So, you want to be quick but sensible when doing backtracks. Boy, I mean, to be fair, in this little jet we might get away without doing a backtrack, but if the runway's there, it's best to use it. Okay, so takeoff procedures in this pretty simple. Advanced throttles to 50%, and then the auto throttle. As long as you've armed everything properly, it will take over, and it will go to Toga. Anyway, guys, let's get out of here. Let's get on our way to London City Airport. Beautiful. Let's get our lights on first. And our strobe. Nope, don't rush it. Get the nose wheels straightened up. Big and advanced throttles, you'll see just there. It's about 50%. I haven't gone any further than that. Go a little bit further. There we go. Toga kicks in. Always dangerous to do. Start veering off the runway.
Traffic, this is the turn 291. We are touch on our way to
3-1. Rotate.
Innsbruck traffic. Connect 78 Delta Golf to Israel 291 Alpha. What's your indicator?
There comes up.
Airspeed?
Again for 291 Alpha?
Yeah, Israel 291 Alpha. What's your indicated airspeed? I try to maintain separation for you.
You're on flaps.
We're now taking to a minimum final approach speed. We are now descending.
Autopilot kicks in quite early, but want to see how the Vnav handles this departure. Basically, don't take me into the
Okay,
hill.
Shannon 78
So the
Delta Golf. I'm
Vnav's
right behind you.
kicked in,
I'm
and
also,
also
reducing down to
flight level
final
change is
approach
kicked
speed.
in.
Please keep a certain speed until a certain mileage so that we can maintain separation. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, sure.
just trying to pin 210 knots. You can see speed starting to come down to that. So this is a new Vnav kicking in.
Rather than 6 tax shots at runway.
So the runway behind us. Beautiful. What a view. Nice. Right. Let's fly an airplane. So basically we've got a speed restriction of 210 as we come out, which the airplane is handling very nicely. So it's still max 210 above this 7,850. Then we can accelerate. So what the airplane's keeping to is the 210, and you can see it's got the 7,850. Very nice.
Yeah, it's booked for a fiction. Next 78 Delta Golf. We are now on the RNAV Zulu on the 26 with 16 track miles to go. Estimated time of arrival is 12:48 Zulu.
So, once past Whiskey India 506, we should begin to see the speed go up, which you can see there. So Vnav's working pretty cool here. Got the terrain radar. Lovely. Taking us down the valley. Again, this little knob here. Give it a little twiddle, so to speak. Off we go. We can go to standard pressures. Loving chase plane. It's very cool. Yep, through 10,000 feet. Let's kill the lights. This inspection light is similar to the wing light that you get in an Airbus or a Boeing. Basically shows you it lights up this area here. Look at that, so we just come out of that valley back there. Lovely. Engine noise is a bit quiet, but it's fine.
Visual traffic runner 76 behind lively traffic behind lineup and back track runway 26. Info traffic Chennai 78 Delta Golf. We are still on final for runway 26. We are now passing 2,500 feet above ground, so I expect landing in 2 to 3 minutes.
Bit of chop over the mountains. This would get you a little bit nervous. You can see there is a little bit of rotation of the engine as well. So you can see we got stall protection, ice speed, ice condition, and anti-ice is kicked in as well. That's just because of the potential moisture that we got on clouds and the fact that we're getting absolutely thrown around here. Keep the seatbelt sign on. Release the cabin. You also choose to, I think there's a click spot here that lets you zoom in and out. Yeah, just here. Which is kind of helpful. So it's in between, I think that green line basically. Oh, sorry, the blue line. Green. Aqua. Lets you zoom in and out. So if you use your mouse scroll wheel. And if you want to get rid of some things, you can get rid of airports. That usually is quite helpful. Just declutters everything a little bit. But yeah, welcome to the sky. Another YouTuber says that. Nice to get up in the new year and do a bit of flying. So the E-Jets project, it's been going on a wee while. And the Vnav bit is just another development point on it. It's alright. Yeah, it's always been missing the Vnav element of it, and now it's in. It's good. I don't think it has anything like hold. So if you go to where is it? Not here, I don't think. Not there. Oh yeah, patterns. You can do flyover and procedural turns, but hold doesn't seem to work. Flyover, I think you can click one of these waypoints, and that'll do it. But holding, I don't think has been implemented. So if you're flying into a really busy VATSIM event, it's probably not the airplane for you. don't want to be asked to hold. You'd have to fly it manually, which you can do, right, if you follow the charts, but it probably wouldn't end up in the best outcome for anyone. Getting the chat alerts through twice, beautiful. Let's there we go. We'll let chatbot just go on YouTube, not just on Twitch. Otherwise, you get double the fun in the on the screen. Anyway, so yeah, looking good. I wonder if we get the stutter. Not at the moment. Seems okay. See if we can recreate it at some point. So you can see it wants to cruise at about 0.75 Mach, and it kind of tries to stick to that all the way out, which I think is what that 243 is. It's 0.66, but once you get up to 40,000 it should then climb or cruise a little bit quicker than what we are at the moment. So I was just checking some stuff. Right. How are we doing? Give it a nav aids, don't care about those. So yeah, you can see the vertical profile as well here. We're just climbing slightly above it at the moment. You see, because we've got Vnav and now you've got the top, which is top of climb. And we'll show you how to descend at some point as well. Are we hammering through at the moment in the country? We are. Just over Germany at the moment before we go over Austria. I wonder if we can see that on here. No, sadly not. Some have the ongoing ground map, don't they, that you can see, but it does have charts in here which you can use, although when I do this it's going to go into that's what I thought it might do. Same key bindings. Autopilot. Don't do that. Sometimes key bindings, I think if I press delete it gets rid of the autopilot, so you're gonna be you're gonna be super careful. Anyway, it does have all your charts that you need, and it's got that transition arrival that we talked about. I don't think you can pin things. That just makes it bigger, right? Yes, this will be our routing. Lovely. Well, if you have supported the stream during 2025, thank you so much. Hopefully 2026 we'll do a little bit more for you guys. But let's see. It's very quiet in this wing view. A little bit stormy down there, but nothing showing up on the weather radar. It does show things sometimes. I don't know how really accurate it is, but I don't think I've ever been up at flight level 400 in this airplane, so its ceiling is around about this, so it'll be efficient. You can see we've got a big headwind. So if you want to know about how the wind's showing, you can see there's a crosswind of 9 knots and a headwind of 86. So it's this little thing here. I don't think you can change, some you can change that to be a bit more intuitive, but you can see we're landing about 2:39, so about an hour and a half-ish. That's a lie. About an hour and 40 minutes. Tells you what your fuel will be. And it sets up already. So the iOS is auto-tuned, which is quite helpful. He says, hoping that it is. What runway are we going into? 27, isn't it? Let's just check to make sure that your old pal SimScott's not going to lead you down the garden path here. Find 111.15. Ooh, interesting. See as we get closer if that changes. I think it might do. There's the wind. That's quite useful. Tells you what the actual wind is and then converts that into a headwind and crosswind for you. we're getting up to our cruising level. Flight level 400. You can see our ground speed is 240 knots, even though our indicator speed is 227. It's just because the air's a bit thinner up here. But we still have an 80 knot headwind, which is horrific, keeping us slowed down. But nice and peaceful in the back. We can have a little explore. Now, usually when we do this on the SimScott channel, things start to disconnect. And you go in the toilet. Oh, no. That's traumatic. So, they're quite little tight cabins here. Everything okay in here? Good. I don't think there's anything really clickable, so you're not going to get the same that you would on some of the other aircraft, like the PMDG or the Airbus. This has got the business class configuration. It's quite a posh. Ones I've been on is usually still 2 and 2, but you get given, well, you basically get a curtain that separates you. Good, you can hear the sound changes though. It's very quiet at the back here, which is sort of what it's like. Hey Fly Guy Simmer, welcome, Happy New Year. It's better, mate. I've always been a big fan of them because I fly in them quite a lot. Except the toilet sort of leads down there, which is a little bit disappointing. No, it's all good. I think they're really good. Like, the Vnav is cool. It works. It's kind of basic, but it's okay. If that turns things off. But yeah, it's worth investigating, particularly if you've already got it, right? Like the update, the experimental update is definitely worth a wee look. Oh, look at that. The thing that does work is the seatbelt sign's gone out. Very important. Consumer testing by SimScott here. But it works. Oh, but it hasn't gone off up here. If you're in business class, you have to stay sat down because of if you're in this seat. But this seat, you're alright. Yeah, the steep approaches in this are really good fun to do. We'll do that into London City. It's alright. It's basic, right? But it always has been a bit basic, and that's kind of got a bit of charm to it. It's not like flying the Airbus that just does everything for you. I'd pick it up. Give it a go. Give it a whirl. See what it does. If you crash it, it's a game, right? A game. Simulator. Jeez. Never get away with that. Yeah. I mean, that's the benefit, right? And what I haven't explored, Fly Guy, is some of the more adventurous runways. So we're going to London City on this one, and for that you need the steep approach. You need it set up in the right way, and it's great. I mean, it's kind of hair-raising as you come towards the runway, but there's definitely some uses for this airplane that you can fly in some pretty cool places that you wouldn't be able to in the Airbus and the Boeing, and that separates it out, which is good. I think the community's been pretty frustrated about how long it's taken to get a working Vnav, and even then it's still quite a basic one. Yeah, I know, Fly Guy. Yeah, I just did what I did. Don't worry, it's all good. Smooth it over. But yeah, I think it's still quite a basic Vnav. I mean, I don't know what it's based on, but some of the direct-to stuff is not amazing. What if we can try it? Can I zoom out a little bit? Yeah, if we were going to say direct to Hawk, then in theory, ooh, see, click something, didn't work. Hawk, oh, yeah, absolutely, Fly Guy. Yeah, KLM have their city hopper, don't they? I wonder, so I've selected Hawk. If I click on TRA, it just looks really weird. I don't know why it's gone. Like, I don't understand that. Whereas if I move low up to Hawk, and then jumps, like, I'm so confused. What if I go next? I don't know, let's cancel it. So where are we heading to at the moment? We're heading to TRA, then it's Hulk, then low, then RP. So if I move low above Hawk, then it should go TRA low RP. So if I do that, I can't see it now. You see, that doesn't. It seems to kind of break. Is that KPT? Am I just being really basic? No. It seems to like shortcut everything. RP to low? 6-12, wherever that is. Who knows? So I'm not touching that. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Fly Guy. Like, it worked for me on a couple of things, but I find it... That's the only bit that's not great. That and holding, it's not really working at the moment. It follows the Vnav pass pretty well. We'll see as we get into Ward City Airport. Like, it does alright, but yeah. It's one of those things that you go, they've had a lot of time, and there's still bits of it that aren't quite there yet. But it's better than nothing, right? Before we had to use our old angle of attack and what is it, vertical speed, and we are super spoiled in some of the other airlines that we fly with, and like the Airbuses, the Indy builds, and I don't know how big the FSS team is. I know they released a 727 as well, but yeah, that's exactly it, Fly Guy Simmer. I think what I would do is sort of just try and go, keep it as it is, and just like follow the white line. Yeah, Phoenix have got it sorted, right? They seem to just not, and this is probably going to be the kiss of death, but every time they release something, even if there's a little error in it, they'll fix it, and it's just, like, that team seems so smooth, and they're really good with their communication. It's very interesting just how it's yeah, very smooth. Yeah, I don't think there was an update, wasn't there, at the beginning of December on the Neos, which I saw, which would be cool, right? Like they will, all their quality products come out. And the integration that they do with GSX, or if it's with announcements, it's pretty good. Still no ATC, which I kind of get. Ooh, might get a little bit of it as we go. We'll see. As we get nearer to the UK. Currently, where are we? Just northwest of Zurich at the moment. How's the old stutters looking? Actually alright. Which is good. Get a bit of chase plane on the go. Nice one, Alex. Enjoy your lunch. Yeah, have you not got it, Fly Guy? Pretty cool, right? In terms of this just runs automatically. I'm not doing anything at the moment. Yeah, cool. You enjoying it? It's pretty good. Like some of the way you can adjust the views using the controls in it, I think it's really helpful, right? Yeah, I think it's very cool. Like the way they you can adjust things using the manual controls and things. Yeah, absolutely. I've found I have to set it up for each individual airplane, but then maybe I'm missing something, as in my key bindings. So I use kind of the similar key bindings on each, like, so to go here or to go here or to go here. They're the same ones that I tend to use, but that's the only bit that I haven't quite got yet. But it's still very cool. It's very clever. Anyway, the lateral navigation on this is really good. Yeah, and I guess what you can do, Fly Guys, go into those views and then adjust them using the controls and resave them. And that's the bit that I've done, like playing around. Is the automatic controls are great, but yeah, you can adjust them, which is really good. Yeah, once you get them sorted, they're good, and you've got the community views as well, so you can play around with them. I wonder if we got any for this one, actually. Let's see. Anyway, we'll do a little chase plane demo while we're here. So if you go into menu and community, so you can flick between what other people have done, like this is an internal view. That's quite cool. Ooh, quite like that. And then you can download them if you want to, which I may do with these ones. Whoever's done this has been a bit of a genius. So it's quite cool. This is all just coming from a cloud. That's pretty cool. And you can do like a porthole version, do the wing. So yeah, it's quite cool. And then you can go just back to your own one. So I haven't downloaded that, but this is then again, you can do that. Let's chase view. Look at that. Very cool. And then you do your numpads and things like that. So your numpads, your different key bindings. So I'm using the numpad for these ones. If you want to stand at the back, you can do that. Or if you want to be at the front, giving the safety demonstration. That's pretty cool. And those are the ones that I've sort of used. But yeah, big fan of it. So, continue on our merry way. Start to descend after normal. Button and then normal, which will be a bit further up. Then we'll talk about the approach into London City, which is always exciting. Oh, we just passed into France. Nice and chilled out at the back of the plane. A little bit of a cabin noise. So we get Coton and then normal, and then we start descent. Now let's have a little look at the descent. So it's a really steep descent into London City Airport, which makes it unusual, and that's because it's bang in the middle. Well, not really bang in the middle, but it's in the city itself. So you see it's a 3%, 4%, and 2%. Like, it's, yeah, it's pretty steep in terms of coming in, which you'll see. And so the Embraer has a steep approach that it uses, and we'll do it when we get near. Basically, we'll click this button here, and then once we got full flaps and landing gear out, what it does, it will deploy then its spoiler flaps, and that allows a much steeper angle of attack as it goes in. So yeah, something very unique, I think, to this aircraft. We're going to be coming in, let's just check against here, so Sovat RTX at max 250, which I don't know how you can kind of see in this what your speed limitations are, but it is going to be at a descent speed, I think. So if you go here, 0.75, that's the rated descent, and then 210 knots. Okay, so max 250 will be just below flight level. Interesting. We'll see how that works, and whether it hits that speed limitation, because I can't see anything in there. But there, definitely 210 at Godlu is there, and then we go around the houses, everyone. So from Godlu we go LCE1, oh sorry, we go Elmiv, and then we can go direct into Ravsa, which we could try and do, but we'll see. If not, we'll do LC13 and then to Ravsa, and then that takes you down the River Thames. Basically this is the Thames estuary, all the way straight into London City. So yeah, not super tricky, but tricky enough that it will keep us on our toes. Certainly in terms of making sure we don't sort of, you know, go head first into the runway. But yeah, that's what we fly for on here, is to try new things. This will be new, guys. We'll see what we can do. Wowzer. So we may get a little bit of air traffic control. But we'll see. No worries, Fly Guy, no worries. Just in a chase plane mode, chilling out in the cruise. Say chilling out, we're getting near top of descent-ish. Ish? How far away are we? Quite a wee bit to go. Kind of about 100 miles. Just try a flyby. Yeah, it seems to be less stuttery, which is good. Oh, there was a little stutter. Try again. It's alright, look at that. Beautiful. Such a cool little jet, this. Chase plane's so cool. Look at this, it's so chilled out. That's a very cool view. I like that. I must be on commission from the FSS team, right? That would be great. Maybe I get it for free going forward. Come on, guys. Let's get this noticed. Right, we're turning, so that's kind of important. Yeah, I know, right? Just have a look at your channel, Fly Guy. You're doing all right, though. You've got some good subscribers. I need to check out some of your videos. They look cool. Isn't it? Gotta do it as a hobby. If you take it too seriously, you can drive yourself nuts trying to get viewers and things like that. So it's as long as you're enjoying it, mate, then keep going with it. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Well, I can inspire you to get to, what am I at? 184 users. Users? Subscribers. Users sounds weird. Subscribers. And I've been doing this since, I think, COVID. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Have you not? So do you do just videos rather than live streams? This is where the chaos happens when you're doing it live. Nice. It's built from there, right? Yeah. I did videos during lockdown and then I haven't really got back to them. I need, because I need more time to edit them and things like that. More did it for my general aviation stuff that I was putting out, but this is quite good fun. Hour around VATSIM in a new airplane. See what goes wrong, right? That's the key thing. Yeah, do it. I'll join Fly Guy. Give you it's good. Like I think the live stream stuff's cool because you get to interact with people. It's a good way to sort of chat to people, and you've just kind of got to be prepared that anything's going to happen. I mean, I've had plenty of streams where things have just broken. I'm like, well, I'll do, guys. We'll just stop there and off we go. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, the editing bit was, I just found like, quite, yeah, I had separate software that recorded me versus, like, as I recorded my voice versus the one that captured the stream, and you had to make sure it was all synced up. Oh, it's like behind the actor's curtain, isn't it? It's not easy, this life that we lead. Gotta watch people like Kenko on Twitch stream. If you crash, people love it. Honestly. Yeah, it's always good fun. Anyway, we are getting closer. I keep saying this, we're getting closer, guys, closer to our top of descent. Quite a long route for us today, actually. Normally we'd be doing something a little shorter, but you know, it's good to stretch the legs on the old Embraer. No worries, Fly Guy. Catch you soon, buddy, and thanks for stopping in. Have a good day, and Happy New Year. So we know when we start descending, basically all the way down to 3,000 feet is where we want to go. Now, what probably makes sense is we can go all the way down to 3,000 and see what happens. So, very similar to a Boeing, but not an Airbus for all you Airbus fans out there. The descent is done automatically when it hits top of descent. What an airplane it is, I hear you saying. Yes, yes it is. So, ooh, why is that little pole red over something? Stop over speeding airplane, there we go. So if we just select, we can literally go down to 3,000 here, which is flight level 30, which you saw there. It'll stay at our cruising altitude until it hits top of descent here. City Airport is very, very, very short in terms of its runway, so we're going to go high for auto brake. Should be very simple. There is, as I said, there is some air traffic control online, but I think we will miss them. We're sort of not in the right area for them, but we'll put it in it. It's 118.48, so 118.48, and we'll put that into COM. What? Yeah, COM 1. Just in the alternate. Now you flip flop between it. I like that. That'd be why. Easy. Easy, guys. And when we're on the ground at City, which is, I mean, so here's the runway. It's not long at all. and then everything is sort of off 2 here. So we go to main apron, we'll do 6. Stand 6 sounds like a good place for us to park. And we'll show you the quirky way of parking as well there. Too small, rude. To 4 then, which is here. And it'll be a really short taxi in. We'll try and clear by Charlie. We can do our minimums. Minimums. About 490, so it's quite high, the minimums. You see that's increasing here. And if you want to, you can switch it to radio altimeter as well. Lovely, lovely stuff. So we're starting our turn north. Still over France at the moment. I'm not sure how this is happening. I think this is just because I've set this up for my my longitude for the private jet, and now it's come onto this. Oh, hello. Beautiful. Okay, but it's gone. There we go. God, it's still looking pretty pretty miserable down below. Yeah, Paris weather's not nice at all. It's just a couple of things going on. We're getting done. I don't want to but we are now near top of the descent. This is very exciting. So, I think what normally would happen is we may not go around this corner, so Ravsa we may get a direct to, but we'll see. And we might be able to do it ourselves, which would be helpful. Oh, what a transition. Look at that. Ooh. I left the cockpit door open. Yes. Okay, so you can see it gets a little bit congested up here, but this is just following that route that we talked about before. You can sort of see Sovat just there, which is the start of the star that we're following in. Damn! Yeah, nice one. Thanks for subscribing, Atlas Heart. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Normally something we play when that happens, but you know, professional streamer, don't know what went on. Right, this is time to concentrate-ish. See our top of the descent? Coming here, and here. Damn! Hot damn! I didn't seem to do that when you subscribed, Atlas, but you're welcome. Welcome to the SimScope 185 madness. That was just a test that I just put up with the one that said Kevin. I just wanted to see what was going on. Interesting. Damn! Hot damn! Ah, Gareth, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. saw you subscribed a wee bit ago as well, mate. Yay! Top of the descent. Here we go. Okay, so we started our descent. Beautiful. I see Vnav is keep your descent speed up. Just what we need. Yeah, I think I just ran your your subscription through again, Gareth. I don't know. I'm pressing things. Don't know what's going on, mate. Professional streamer. I'd recommend the E-Jets. We're about to see as we hurtle towards the ground. Thank you for subscribing, though, mate. Yeah, look, the E-Jets Vnav been updated. Looks good. I think there's a few bugs still in the Direct 2 in this active flight plan, which I would avoid. I probably wouldn't fly it into a massive event on VATSIM, but still, it looks awesome. And it's probably one of the only planes you're going to be able to fly into places like London City to without going off the end of the runway into the Thames. So, yeah, I'd go for it, Gareth. Try it out. And sorry for sorry for running you through again. Don't really know what's going on, if I'm honest, mate. I wonder if I can try it. I'm going to try it without this heart. Let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty good, Gareth. Hope you had a good New Year as well, buddy. Yeah, nice one. Thank you, Gareth. Yeah, I did. Good, mate. Nice to get a bit of chilled out time. Back to it in the old sim. Good question, Gareth. I might try the A340, which we haven't done on the stream, on Flight Sim 2024. It's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of it. Like I've flown it on X-Plane 12 quite a lot, but the version for Flight Sim 2024 is decent as well. So we'll get into that, and maybe the IMAX as well, the 737. There's an update coming for that. So yeah, whatever, guys. Like whatever you want to see, then do let me know in the comments. Come in Discord, give us a wee shout. Very happy. Now try new things as well. And then the Phoenix is being updated for the Neos, aren't they? Which will be awesome when they come through. Anyway, let's get ourselves set up here. So I'm going to click this magic button. I know you're going to see is it lights up like that. Nothing will happen until we've got full flaps and we got the landing gear down. But then I'll show you at that point what this does and why it's important for airports that are shorter in runways and have a steeper approach. Yeah, Gareth, the EFB is the only thing in the iFly that just, it's tricky, right? It's a little bit, it's not intuitive, and I always get confused with it. But the sounds are really good, like, and it's an airplane. It's cool. It's just got a bit of a funky setup, I'm gonna call it. Nice. Let's see. Okay, so air traffic control have actually gone offline. So let's try. This is where it's all going to go wrong. I want to, Mr. E-Jet, go direct to Ravsa, and I'd like to do it after Elmov. See, if I do activate, perfect. Worked a treat. You can see up here, Elmov to Ravsa. Doesn't always do that. Guys, help. Otherwise, if this was just a review that I hadn't tried other things, I would say that worked perfectly. But I know fine well there are bugs in there. See the coastline coming up? Yeah. Gareth, you've got to be ready for anything on this one, mate. It's temperamental is a very good term for it. Oh, I'm annoyed that the little announcements don't work when people subscribe. Pro streamer guys, I'm sure I've done something wrong. Normally you get a little shout out. Anyway, we'll try it again at some point. Oh, look at that. Like aeroplane heaven. Should probably check if anyone else is deciding to hurtle into London City at the same time as me. Let's have a little look. No, there's 10 minutes between everyone, which will be good. Someone in a what looks like to be a longitude. One of my other favourite aircraft. Lovely. Now, the other thing that's a little bit quirky, let's see. You hit landing, nothing happens, but if you go to performance and you go to approach speed, these are the approach speeds. Now, like a Airbus, there's like Boeing and Airbus in this airplane, you can do activate approach speeds, and that will then follow these when it's got flap 1, flap 2. We don't want to do it just yet, but we will do it, and it'll be very exciting, so strap yourselves in. Yeah, I never had it for 2020, Gareth, but I mean, in terms of sort of how it lets you play with things, and I'll try not to crash while we do this, but the fact that you can adjust things using these, like come over here, do that. If I want to go outside the airplane, I just literally do that. I want to go up and down, like backwards, forwards. That's very cool. And I can just go back and not save it, hopefully. Don't save. But it's so easy to create some really, really stunning views. It's one of those things that, I mean, I think it was like $30 or something, and you kind of would have expected it to be in the plane, in the actual simulator itself, but clearly not. Yeah, exactly that. But you kind of think that, I don't know, I remember when first loading in 2024, you couldn't do anything with the cameras. It was just so unintuitive. Is that a word? I'm going to make it a word. Unintuitive? Not intuitive, let's go with that. And it was just so painful, right? And you go, well, surely you would think they would have that in there, but mustn't grumble. It's much better than when it first came out. Look at that, got a little sunset going on here. I wonder if I remember to turn off my... Oh, I did, look at me, what proper piloting. Right, we can get the METAR to repilot, which you guys won't be able to see, but it's secret. I'll read it out to you. So, 310 at 11 knots, lovely, crosswind, no cloud, 10 kilometers or more in visibility, 3 degrees, low of -5, oh, that's chilly, and QNH 1010, which will slap in soon. Lovely. Pretty benign day, apart from that crosswind, which is giving me a bit of a pain. From the right hand side, We'll do a little cheeky crab into it. Look at that. Looks like real life. The bit that I think they've got really well here is you can see the shading between sun coming through here and it gets a bit darker. That's cool. That is really, really top stuff. Top notch, guys. Okay, that's the UK off the nose. So we've cut a little shortcut, so we're basically going to go round here, get ourselves all sorted for that approach. You can see the 111.15 has automatically, you see auto here. So I think within, when you're in like 100 miles of your destination or something, it'll pick up the iOS frequency and just dump it in for you, so you don't need to worry about that either. Beautiful, eh? What an airplane. I think that might be a flight sim thing, not a standard Embraer. Lovely. Right. Oh, we're going to check, weren't we? So, 250. Well, it has got there, right? Pretty much 250 speed restriction. Which is awesome. Good work, airplane. Same with OCVAP. Here's the White Cliffs of Dover, if anyone wants to get nostalgic. Yeah, that's all that. That's all I care about, Gareth. As long as it points in the right direction, right?
London Sea traffic, November 445 Bravo, inbound Raptor, for ILS runway 27 London Sea traffic.
So, that was the other guy. Ah, nice one, Gareth. Yeah, he was, I haven't looked at his videos, but he was thinking about braving a live stream, or I was trying to convince him to do one. One day we'll get him doing it. Who else do you watch? And I've got a few on Twitch, like London Controller, Kenko, those guys are all really cool people. Okay, so we're following actually someone in, which is pretty cool. We didn't turn our weather radar on, that was careless, guys, careless. How do we know? What do we know? I think we'll survive. So at Godlu, I think we got a speed restriction of 210. Yeah, we do, yeah. Yeah, cool, Gareth. And are you 2024 X-Plane 12? Oh, cool. See, they released it on the PS5. I've got, but I can't imagine flying it with a controller would be amazing. Right, look at this, guys. Yeah, I get it, mate. Like, I've struggled. Work sometimes get in the way. It's been pretty tricky, but look at that view. Crumbs. Not a bad wee entrance into there. 350's okay. I think it's got better when they put it through upgrades to it. The only thing I find is if you use GSX, it takes absolutely ages to refuel, like ridiculously long. But the 340 doesn't have that problem. So you think it'd be easy to fix? 737, is that the PMDG? It's good. I think all of them are good, right? We're very lucky. Live in a pretty golden age of streaming at the moment. Yeah, got you. Alright, cool, Gareth. Yeah, the yoke. I'd love to get that Boeing yoke. I've got the Ursa Minor from Wing Wing, which is really good, actually. Thoroughly recommend it over the Thrustmaster Airbus equipment. So, 205 knots. 0.1, just a couple of flaps in, just to help us out a wee bit. Now, if we'd activated our approach speed, activated our approach speeds, it would try and then match that. Some of this graphics is a little bit not amazing, but you know, you still get the noise. But at the moment, it's still holding the 210 because we haven't activated those speeds. Yeah, the 777's great, iFly's great. Like some really good stuff out there. Trying to stream all of it's a bit of a pain because it's difficult to keep on top of it all. But yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think the Thrustmaster's okay, but when I got the Wing Wing, it's got like a bit of force feedback in it as well, which is quite cool. It's not great in terms of the software that it uses. It's not intuitive, and there's times where it works, the force feedback, and there's time where it doesn't. But the overall feel of it is much more sturdy than the Thrustmaster. So yeah, I got it beginning of December, and still, I think it's great. I mean, Wing Wing seemed to have completely transformed the whole simulator and the a hobby, right? They've got so much good stuff that's coming out, and people use all their equipment. Anyway, you can see we slowed right down, and that's... now, let's just check what speed's 210. We kind of want to keep 210, I reckon, all the way up. So let's go manual, and we'll just go... let's go up to 210 and see what happens. Just because it was slowing us down, so it wants this LMEV at 176, but there isn't any restriction there, so it's max 210. It's max 210 to top 2, so we'll kind of do that and see how it handles, because it's still going to descend with the path. You can see here we're at the right level for LMEV, and it'll start to descend to Ravsa to get to Yapki. Some great names on the way in here. Yeah, just know where to put it, Gareth, right? Like, some of these setups that you see people with, I'm like, geez, like, where'd you get all this space from? Need a whole other room for it. Alright, better let people know we're incoming soon. So that's good, we've got the 210 knots going on. A little bit of flat, but we probably don't need it, but we'll keep it out at the moment. So, you can see steeps come up here, that's because we've clicked the steep approach. We've already got our auto brake on high, which confirms here, high. We'll just keep the speed up for the people behind us. So from Ravsa, it's literally straight in from runway 27. Nice evening here. Below 10,000, we'll get our landing lights on, nose, side, everything on. Fasten seatbelt sign comes back on. It's me. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, should probably set the altimeter as well. 1010 we'll go with. And that's definitely the wrong button. Just testing. 1010. Super. You can see we're slowly descending here to hit our Yapki flight level 60 flight level. It's all flight levels, but we've just gone straight to local QNHs. There's no one else around us that will get impacted by that. Ah, nice little wind farm over here. Everything seems quite chilled out at the moment. We'll see how that goes. Good. So we're going to gate 4. I think gate 4 was... yeah, just over here. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, Gareth? It's kind of chilled out. Yeah, it's because they're... Yeah, it is nice. Do you think when it turns, people's blinds close, and then when it levels off, they open? No, okay. That's cool. They're starting to put it down because the sun's brighter on that side. I'm going to say that's also a feature, but it looks like it happens on this side too. So, this is the start of the descent. We'll keep our speed up to about top 2, and then we'll see if we can slow down a little bit. We can, I think, if we go back into performance and approach speed. So you see they've already activated, and that'd be why, because I put flat 1 in, and it tried to get to 180. So I think sometimes it just does it itself. Don't really know why, but you know. We can live with that. See, it's just picked up the ASUS as well there. We're about 28 miles out, so a wee bit longer. Lovely. Very cool. Very cool. Right, let's focus on this. See that crosswind here, 24 knots, pretty chunky. Let's hope that isn't going to be there all the way down. Nice one, thanks for joining, Gareth. Have a lovely day. So we got like 15 miles to go, we can arm the approach. Localizer's captured. Glide slope is still above, so we won't capture that just yet.
Get the traffic easy, 80 Delta Tango, Levi final and 827.
So, see in the distance, that is London City. Get ourselves configured at about 10 miles. Yellow 3000 means you got less than 1,000 to go. Okay, let's slow ourselves down to about 180. Jump landing gear.
Gateway traffic, Blaze 45 Alpha Bravo, established on the ILS 26 west, 6 miles per hour.
City traffic, Flyer 185, established 27, 8 mile final. We're all established, all good fun. Right, this is all going to look a bit strange because it's not quite at full flaps yet, but the gear should have come down. There it is. And then when the glide slope, you can see we're still quite high. It's because we are in a really steep glide slope compared with what we'd look at. So we still look quite high here. But once we level out at 3000, that glide slope will get captured. We'll slow down to about 160 knots.
Gateway traffic, Blaze 45 Alpha Bravo, short final on May 26
When it
west.
starts to go down, we'll then go full flap, and when we go full flap, you'll see this spoiler comes up because we've got the steep. There you go. So that's the configuration that we're in now. So we come in with the spoiler up, full flaps, pointed at the ground. Very exciting. And we'll go to let this aircraft take over the speed. Going to be about 130 knots. Now, landing this is not going to be pretty, guys, because we are basically wanting to get it on the ground as quickly as possible and slow down as quickly as possible. So any judgment, just hold it off for me. Just hold it off. Look at that. It's like a controlled crash straight at the ground. Looks awesome. It is quite, I've done this before in real life, it's quite turbulent because you get the wash effect from the wings. Okay, we'll take over. Oh. Still quite a strong crosswind from the right. Still on the pappies-ish. nuts as an approach. Just point it at the ground, see what happens. It says we're a little bit low, but I'm okay with that.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Yeah, we're down. Bursers. It's a bit nose heavy, that one, but we're down on the ground.
Auto brake.
Auto brake cancelled. Cancel reversers. Welcome to London City, everyone. It's a little bit nose heavy, that landing. Not my best, but you know, you can see how short that runway is, and you just want to be able to get off it in one piece, really.
Also, get this traffic Alpine, runway go Charlie, final run left, 9 miles.
So we'll clear, and then we've got stand 4. Oh, trying to park here is also quite an interesting little thing. Anyway, clear the runway, going down here. What we'll do is we'll just slow it right down. Hit stop. What we need to do, turn on the APU. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's all good, that's all good, that's all good. Cool. Now, this parking is interesting. What we do is we sort of swing the nose in. Oh, I always get so disappointed by London scenery. Look at that. What is that? So you can see, now this is where, we'll see how this works. This guy here is not facing us, as you can see. And that's because we're going to go in and swing around and face him. Now, we'll see how this works. Oh, look at that! Cheeky print screen.
Get this traffic Alpine, runway go Charlie, final 5 miles.
Okay. So, in theory, we're going to go in, and we want our nose to be in that box there. Ah, dear. I love doing this. Now, this airplane can turn on pretty much on itself. So, in theory, it shouldn't be too difficult, but I don't really know how you do this in real life. Because they don't really... They do have pushback trucks at London City, but they don't use them. Because they kind of expect pilots to be able to do this. So, what we'll do is slow down here. Keep going, keep going. And I want to hard right. Oh, I'll be amazed if this works, guys. Is it working? Are we doing a thing? Sort of. I think we could have probably gone a little bit further forward. Anyway, welcome to London City, everyone. Try and get our nose in this box. Beautiful, beautiful, Sim Scott. What a treat that was. So we kill the engines. We got the APU running. We can see it's at 100% there. Kill the engines, and that, guys, is us at London City Airport. This guy looks pretty scared and nervous. He's shaking. It's fine. We're all good. Cool. Kill the lights. Kill that. We'll deboard everyone. And with that, guys, we will say thank you for watching. Hopefully it helps watching a bit of the E-Jet stuff. Ooh, look. Oh, that's a bit spooky. Interesting. Hopefully it helps watching some of the E-Jet stuff. It can be a little bit complicated, but fine. Once you get into it, it's not that difficult. I say wouldn't fly it in a mass VATSIM event. I think that'd be a little bit too exciting. Otherwise, hopefully you enjoyed it. I do hope it's a good start to 2026 for everyone. Not quite sure how people are going to get off these steps here, but we'll watch and see. But we'll leave it. Oh, hold on. No strobes, no taxi light, please. Thank you. But we'll leave it there. You see, there's your wings over here. This is going to be epic. You're going to pass your bus, just going to crash into everyone. We'll leave it there, guys. Thank you so much. We'll do this again soon, but thank you for the guys again. Gareth, really good to chat. Alex, Fly Guy, always a pleasure. Do it again soon. Thanks. Cheers.
Passengers, the boarding starting.